All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on every activities happening in Biafran territory. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and make sure you turn on your notification because we will be notifying you whenever we drop our spanking news. Now, straight up to the issue, to the issue on ground concerning the Nigerian government, in their quest and propaganda to bring down the Biafran struggle. The reality is that the Nigerian army is currently they claim, I want to use the word allegedly, they are allegedly looking for gentle lion. I'm going to play, a video, in a news on TVC. I think TVC, gave this particular news. And the claim is that they are looking for gentle because of, the activities happening in Ako community, that is around Okigwe axis. We know how hot they say Okigwe is currently. Now, the reality concerning that Ako community is that so far, the people have deserted Ako community. Why did they desert the place? Why are they running away from Ako community? The people are running away from Ako community because, for me, because of the activities of the Nigerian army. They've been trooping in there with different kind of troops, which has caused a lot of uproar in the community, and it has taken the lives of innocent people in the community. So the community is actually, a terrifying place currently. The people are scared because of the activities of of the Nigerian army. Now that reminds me, do you remember when what is that community is it Edo State, Delta State? I've forgotten the name of that community in Delta State where the Nigerian army, stormed and started destroying the properties of people and started buying people in that community. The only reason why, people knew about what happened was because of the fact that it was broadcasted. One, now it was something that concerned the whole nation, and that was why most of these news platform showed the truth, the reality about it, and we were able to see how the Nigerian army continue buying innocent people in the community to the extent that they drew make sure that every body was deserted in that community. That is the activities of the Nigerian army, and that is how they enforce things, which has led to the highest level of terrorism in other part of the state. Now, coming back to the issue of gentle, they say they are looking for gentle because gentle has been engaging you people. And funny enough, some of our people in quote, people who claim they are fighting for Biafran freedom, but that Simon Ekpa and Biafran Defense Forces are not doing it in the right way, which they cannot do. If you even give them the opportunity to carry on this mantle, they cannot handle it because of the fact people that talks too much, they end up doing little or nothing. Now, our own people also have been fighting gentle because they feel that their activities and the way they are doing theirs is not favoring them. Now, the Nigerian army, on the other hand, have entered into our community in Okigwe, axis, and they have been wiping away innocent people, destroying lives and property of innocent people. Watch this video. Watch this video so that you will understand what I am actually talking about, so that you will know that remove the Biafran Defense Forces that have been making sure that the land and properties of our people, the lives and properties of our people are being, they are actually being saved. If not for them, a lot of things would have gone wrong. A freaking lot of things would have gone wrong. Maybe our land that is being saved, people are storming in for Christmas because, take it or leave it, Biafran land is safer than any land you can think of in the whole of Nigeria. Biafran land is the safest place to be. Forget all this propaganda you people are seeing. I'm getting information from homeland. Forget all these propagandas. They are only using this propaganda to push their own activities so that they can continue to bring in security in the land. Watch this video so that you will understand what we're saying.
This struggle, Biafra must be restored. Yeah. Biafra must be restored. You can't stop it. The sun must rise. The sun must rise from the east. If you change that, if you change the sun from rising from the east, you can stop Biafra. But if you cannot change it, you can't stop Biafra. Biafra must be restored. I told you, at the end of you dying, you must sit down on the round table and discuss Biafra exit. And it must be this year.
And troops of the Joint Task Force in Imo State have again dislodged suspected members of indigenous people of Biafra terrorizing Aku community in Okigwe local government area. The area has been under siege by a suspected IPOB leader named Ifeanyi Okorota, also known as Gentle for Long, attacking unsuspecting publics. We have details in this report.
Aku community has been deserted by residents following the activities of Gentle, who has his terrorist camp in the area, unleashing mayhem to the people. Schools and worship centers have been destroyed by the suspect and his gang members, while residential buildings have been overgrown with weeds. Over the last 2 days, there has been intense air and land attack of the stronghold of the criminal elements. A suspected member of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra.
They're in the bushes.
The Joint Task Force afterwards succeeded in clearing and liberating Aku community, which borders Abia State, where the criminals have been using to kidnap and launch attacks on residents and security operatives. Following this pathway with security operatives is a location where the criminals bury some of their victims in shallow graves.
We are here on clearance operation to clear this general area, a part of Okigwe, to clear them of the menace and evil activities of IPOB ESL, so that the general populace can have peace and harmony.
So many addresses have been made, so many clearer have been done. And you have seen, we have visited their court where they passed judgment. Jungle justice have been passed. We have visited their detention center. People have seen it. We have seen where they buried their victims, shallow graves.
The Commander 34 Artillery Brigade Obenze said they are determined to rid the general area of insecurity.
You can see the church behind you. This is a church, a worship place, being destroyed. In fact, like the metal windows, the evil elements remove those windows and then use the metals as fragments in the IEDs they produce to deter us from moving to these general areas.
The people of Aku are free to come back to their homes. But you see, we are all human beings. Of course, some of them are scared. But it will serve them a purpose if they come out and collaborate with the security agencies.
The joint security carrying out the operation is assuring the people of the area of their safety during the festive period and the express commitment of continuous surveillance of the general area to clamp down on remnants of the renegades.
Respectful. When we ask questions, is to clarify and for us to learn. Like she said, Our men on the ground, they are not starving. Don't buy that idea. Master Simon's Bridge had a structure, and USB has a structure. If the men at home need something, if they are in need, there's another source money can be given to them. So don't buy the idea that the men are crying, they are doing that. Please don't. We are not poor. We need money, but we are not poor to the extent that our men on the ground will need something. Just like COS said, there are silent people that don't make noise, that can give money, that can sustain those people at home for a year. So please don't fit into that, because most of you, that's where your emotions are. Because I am very familiar with what I read online. Let's support the USB. Mark Simon, our Honorable Prime Minister, will join us. If what the COS is doing now is wrong, you know him, he will throw everybody out. So until then, let's be patient. And some of you questioning what the COS is doing now, none of you questioned everything she did in Finland. We shouldn't be cherry picking. COS is good today, on Monday, on Tuesday, COS is bad. That's what we call pattern. Follow her pattern, you will know that she's not changing. The people you should be concerned are those of them that today they are praising PM. Tomorrow they are cursing PM. Those are the people you should worry and not to follow them. They don't stand for anything. They have no integrity. They don't love Biafrans, and they don't believe in Biafra restoration. Some of the things you guys are seeing now has been on for a while. This game that is being played is not a game that was scheduled this time. PM is not here. It's just that we needed to declare Biafra. So a lot of things were kept just for peace sake. Don't be fooled. Don't be carried away. Don't trust anybody, including this one that is speaking, but you will know whether I mean well by my actions, not by words. Somebody telling you that he paid for the convention, all the money you are contributing, where is it going? If that's true. And even if the individual did, why is the individual asking for money? Since he's so rich, he doesn't need to do fundraising. And all this while this rich man has been on the platform. I haven't seen any of his co-millionaires coming to help out. Please think. The Biafran government, the United States of Biafra, this one being headed now by Mazi Simon, including COS, is not a place for IPOB Nigerian style. We have a mission, and that mission will be accomplished. Thank you. The floor is open for your question. Like I said, be respectful. Question is to clarify. Thank you so much.
If I'm a professional accountant, please, you can reach out to me or reach out to any of the finance secretary or the deputies, so that these are some of the areas we might need help at this time. And again, it is sometimes spending funds comes as an emergency, which we all understand, but we want to run a country where we should be able to know that nobody is sponsoring this United States of Biafra. We don't want that language anymore. If you're borrowing us money, we have to tell you, this is a condition, you have to borrow us money. This is how long it's going to take for us to pay you. But we don't want to hear no more that somebody, without somebody, this United States of Biafra is not going to happen, because many Biafrans are contributing in their own way towards the struggle. Many, many, many. And even if somebody comes to borrow us money and we feel that that money is not something we can do, it's okay to reject that. Yes, it is okay. And that's how we'll continue to cut our coat according to our size. Yeah, we know the things we need. And that is why every department is going to be handling the things that come to their table. But that band-aid of putting it on my face or on everybody's face that without me, this struggle won't go on. I don't want to hear that no more. Thank you so much. So we need CPAs. If you're a CPA, please reach out to me or to the finance secretary. And then, I mean, the more, if we have 2, 3, that'll be fine. That will really help us to really put things in shape. But right now we have some of the accounts we are having. We have those records in place. As some of us are aware, we use those accounts for donations and all that. Yeah, we have some of them, but again, some of them we are not really getting what we need, you know. And I understand when people try to help the struggle and put in money, much money just for one thing, but we also want to make sure that that there are professionals that are handling those. Thank you so much.
Well, I wasn't satisfied, but I'll just leave it that way.
Thank you.
Yeah, greetings to COS Dr. Kozi Orabaze. Greetings, 247. Greetings, Princess Aggie. Fellow citizens of Biafra, I just want to throw a simple question. Which is, COS, which account are which citizens are going to be making the contribution or donation henceforth, if that should be the case?
For the homeland, because I don't have access to that. I've requested for that from those people that are in charge, and they refused. We have a new account which the finance minister is going to send to the homeland. For the diaspora, we intend between now and maybe next fundraising to sort that out. But nothing is going to change on the front end of our website. I think we're going to continue to donate at the www.ipobusa.org. But on the back end, even if we don't do it the next fundraising, hopefully the next fundraising we should be able to, if we don't get, if we're not satisfied with the report, but for now, we are going to, the finance department is going to take care of that. So yeah, once we start fundraising, we just continue to donate the money. The only change that might be made may be at the back end if there is need for that.
So what it is because already what I'm saying this in on my profile I have since February, the Biafra Republic Government .org /donate pegged on my profile since February, and that makes me gives me easy access to do whatever I want to do at my leisure hour. So what it means is that from now that is not valid. Is that what you're telling me?
You said which one is not valid?
The one like in my profile I have Biafra Republic gov /donate. The new one that came out, not the IPOBUS.com, the second one.
I think it's the same. Most of the money on the back end, like I said, goes to the same place. So any change that we're going to make is not going to affect anything anybody does on the front end. Yeah. So people can continue to donate on the front end. And the finance department is going to sort that out on what to do on the back end.
Okay, let me read out yours. Let me read it out. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, let me read it out. Biafra Republic gov.org/donate.
Mm-hmm.
So someone like from me, I read it out from my timeline. I pegged it here on my profile, so I can go ahead with the donation through there, and I still tell my friends to go ahead to donation through there.
Yes, you can continue the donation through there. Like I said, nothing changes on all the front end. If we have to change, then it's going to be on the back end. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I want to say here for now.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning, my Biafra people. Good morning, the Chief of Staff of Biafra government. Please, man, Ugo 247, I greet you, sir. Greet you, princess. Ma, I have a question. Due to your explanation about what is going on, I will thank you for coming up to clear the matters on ground. But I want to ask you, man, is it not okay to leave the people that B.L.A assigned in their position? If you can add some people to them, you can add before B.L.A command, since they were not giving any problem to the movement before, to leave them in their virus position. Is it not okay? That's my question, man.
All right, thank you so much. Again, I think you only know what you know. As myself, as a person that is steering this ship, I know what I need to move this country forward. And if the PM has trusted me to do that, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Thank you.
Good evening. I don't know if my voice is coming up. Thank you. All protocol observed. I greet our COS and everybody in the house. I just have one question and a contribution to make also. The question I want to ask our COS: how are you? I want you to assure us here that our men on the ground are not going to have anything lacking. Are you assuring the Biafrans of that?
Again, there's a department.
And I want to make just a contribution, and I will allow you to answer my question. The contribution I want to make also is that will it be possible for you to come up on a Zoom meeting or on a space program with all your cabinet members so that we can see their support to what you are doing, the new cabinet that you just selected? I don't know if such a thing can be possible.
The new cabinet members, we are going to do that as time permits. We are going to do that once we have the time to do that. As you're aware, many cabinet members are very, very busy during this transition period. Again, when it comes to our angels, there's a department that is handling that, and you can reach out to the First Minister to answer your question. But I'm in touch with everything that is needed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Chief of Staff. Thank you very much. Ugo 247, Minister of Information. I thank you, everybody. Biafrans, I greet everybody. By my Chief of Staff, I have just a simple question. My question goes this way. You know, what we are fighting for now. We are in security challenge. You know what is going on in Biafra land. And my question now: how are you sure that these new people you are bringing is not going to sabotage our people? This is my question.
Okay, most of the people on the new cabinet, they were on the old brigade cabinet. And as far as the particular department, we have a defense department that takes care of the defense. Thank you so much.
Because the sky is your starting point, Her Excellency. Having said that, I want to appeal to everybody who is on brick cabinet to toe behind the COS and encourage her. She's a lady. She needs encouragement. She needs to be supported. You know, what a man can do, a woman can do better, but she needs encouragement. Her Excellency, please, I want to also advise you that the Obatobie can massage so many egos. You know, he's a man. In leadership and in this kind of struggle, you can massage so many egos to move forward. As a woman, you might not be able to do that, or you might not understand the intricacies. I want to implore you to, if possible, toe the same path Obatobie is touring. Massage as many egos as you can massage, which will not bruise the Biafran struggle, so that all things can be going on well. Having said that, I want to please ask, since you are in direct contact with the Attorney General of our current who is in prison, can you give Biafra an update about their president, about their prime minister? We want to hear what is happening, or what is going to be happening. Since they do the review every 2 weeks, today we hear Nigeria, tomorrow we hear from different bloggers that he's a content creator, that. Please, can you be giving us authentic information, updating Biafra on a weekly basis, or even in 2 week basis, as the case may be, on what is happening to our prime minister in the Finland place? That is what I'm begging you, because Biafra wants to know the update. And having said that, I want to thank you once again for what you did in that convention, and I pray that you could tell God to protect and guide you. And I ask those who are bickering with you to please support you, support her. She's a lady. She needs your support, not to start, I know she may not know everything, but please support her, please. I need you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think I already gave the update earlier on the PM. Like I said, PM is hell, is hardy. They're just trying to hold him. No charges, no crime, nothing except that he's inciting us. And I gave that update. They reviewed his case like every 2 weeks. They say they are still investigating. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. And that is the update. As far as massaging egos, the style that PM uses to massage egos. Yes, you can massage ego to the point where it's not going to be detriment to destroying what you're building. Massaging ego on the right part, massaging ego and letting people do the right thing is very, very important. But when you massage ego, that you are a leader, and when you give order, the people under you don't follow that order. That's a destructive ego massage. And that's why some of the things you see right now is happening. So some people believe they follow Obatobie, they respect Obatobie, but when Obatobie gives order, they don't follow that. So that's not appropriate, that's not right. And it's gonna, when you neglect things like that, it will eventually do more harm to this struggle. And those are some of the things we want to put a square peg in a square hole and ensure that those that are working for this government, they understand their job, they understand the limits, they understand the principles of United States of Biafra, where we don't go back doing things the way Nigeria do that. That's why we're trying to move away from Nigeria. So again, everything we're doing is in line with what needs to be done right now to move us to the place where the country needs to be. Thank you so much.
Thank you and God bless you. God bless you, madam. Keep it up. Keep it up. God bless you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to our able Deputy Prime Minister, to you, Ugo 247. All protocols observed, please. Let me go direct to my question. I have 3 questions. One is, Your Excellency, Ma, what is your administration doing to ensure that our Prime Minister comes out very soon? That's number 1 question. Second question is, knowing fully well that defense, people that communicate to men on the ground is the number 1 vital point regarding trust issues and people that are not going to betray. How do you choose the people working with men on the ground? Are they new people, new face, or have they been there? Third question, which is the last one. What are you doing to cut off the communication of invaders? Because anyone calling men on the ground from outside is an invader, and it really exposes them to some kind of danger. What are you going to do to address this particular issue and to cut their hands off? Because it will really bring a lot of betrayal to the men on the ground. I so submit, ma.
Thank you so much, Armiges. To your first question, what are we doing to ensure that Prime Minister comes out? Most Biafrans were in Finland this time around, and Finland has a process. If they say they are still investigating, there's nothing we can do about that. They don't have any, they don't have nothing against our PM. But like I said, this looks like a politically motivated issue. The barrage of facts and the barrage of evidences that we have against Nigerian government, they can't stand that. So we have everything needed to ensure that those accusations from Nigerian government does not hold water. But as far as their process is concerned, Finland is a country that have their rules and regulations. We'll just allow that to play out. If PM was able to talk to us even using the phone, he would have done that. So I don't think there's anything that any of us is going to do individually or as a group to hasten that process, except some of the information that have been submitted, some emails we've written to the authorities and all that, and I believe they are going through all that. So according to them, it's just investigation. So we'll allow that to play out. Choosing people working with men on ground. Again, we have a defense department, and they are the ones that are really going to be working on this. Again, we want to tell Biafrans that we have a defense department. And anybody that is coming to tell you that he or she is the one that used to do this for Prime Minister, or without him, this thing will not do, the person is not saying the fact. The PM has a way that he has operated. PM has a way he functions. Some people that they think they know, they have the access to that, may not know. And that's why sometimes people make mistakes, because they think PM sends them for message, then they claim they know everything, or they claim they know how to do it and stuff like that, or they are the only one. So the Defense Department, we've been able to have meetings with some angels and all that, and we'll continue. And again, remember that before the incident, we were doing what we need to do. So from the accounts and all that, so that is being taken care of. There's nothing new we're doing. The angels on ground, anybody that has refused to work with a particular minister in the defense industry, then they may tell Biafrans their reasons. Is their commitment to Biafrans, or is their commitment to the individuals that come to them? Even those individuals that come to their house to operate within the government. So an individual cannot go behind the scene and say he's getting in touch with men on ground or he's talking with the angels without working with the government that sets that up. So that idea that some people think without them nothing will be happening, please just ignore those people. If individuals are truly working for Biafra people, they must respect the order of the Prime Minister. But if they decide to do their own thing with other individuals that are not working for the Prime Minister, then they need to tell Biafrans who they are working for. I think that answers the question on communication, calling men on ground out and all that. Again, I'm not sure anybody is doing that, except if any man on ground decides to get into the politics of these people that are just parading themselves as people that works for the government and they don't want to take any order from the government. Then the person is at his or her own risk. But again, as I said, the Minister of Secretary of Defense has been trying to coordinate all these reports. We get reports from different people, and that's the way PM has always operated. He does not want one person to have monopoly of anything happening on ground. That's why we have different people in different states doing what they're doing. And most of those states, in the absence of the PM, has been able to report to the government, and we're helping as much as needed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ugo 247. I greet you, the Chief of Staff and the Deputy Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic, Dr. Ngozi Orebose. I greet you, Ugo 247, and I greet you, Princess, the Information Minister. And I greet each and every one of you here on space who welcomed our COS today. In fact, I didn't want to ask any question, but I had to really, because my body just this with me. But I have to ask this. It is said that power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So I want to know, is there any way the government can make it possible that no cabinet member can have access to our men on ground, except you, our Prime Minister, and Defense Minister, because money corrupts. And our people, when they see money, they start misbehaving. Because what I saw on the social media, where our men are talking with and doing all sorts of shenanigans, I wasn't happy about it. Please, is there any way that can be stopped? That's what I want to ask. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Again, we have people, some individuals in this government, in the brigade that used to hold.
I don't know. Did anyone hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear her. I can't hear her.
But I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I'll wait. Thank you.
Okay, can you hear me? Mark, please, can you hear me?
Okay, thank you. I'll go out. Thank you.
Okay, I'll answer that, and when she comes back, I will also answer that again. It all stems from discipline. We have to be disciplined, and our men has to be disciplined. When our men start getting involved in the politics of the leadership of this struggle, then those men are not serious. People have to stay on their lane. PM already gave instructions on these individuals on what they need to do. And we hope, and the expectation is they continue to do that. If they need anything, they know the right channel to go through. That's what I'm saying right now. Anybody on any angel on ground that needs something, you can reach to me or you can reach the defense minister. For now, those are the only approved individuals in this government that can take care of things like that. No other person. Because if those other people they are thinking is meeting with them cannot report to the government, then that means we are running a divided house. Somebody will just go behind and say they are going to help somebody with money. And then if something happens, we don't know. So we want to put that structure because we don't know who anybody is working for. We don't know. You all out here, I'm like, you may not know who somebody is working for. So you are risking your own self, risking your life by trying to engage with some of these individuals that has refused to engage with the government of the United States of Biafra. So you need to ask yourself, who are they working for?